Wait. Welcome. Got some... What are you, boss? Thank you. Thank you. Come back anytime.
Morir es vivir, morir es vivir. Morir es vivir,
Wait.
morir es vivir, morir es vivir. Morir es vivir, morir es vivir.
Wait. Follow me. Wait. Welcome. Got some rare... What are you selling? Come back anytime. Wait.
¡Mátalo!
Follow me. Wait.
Mátalo!
Follow me. Wait! Wait! Follow me.
Mátalo! Mátalo!
Wait! Follow me.
back over there. Watch out for me.